quite informative and many fresh ideas to how we can tackle some of these problems. And I take you to another direction now. Today, are you still with me? Okay, I can't seem to hear you.
Can you hear me?
Okay, you're back. You're back. All right. So let's talk about CNG. It's been I don't want to call it. It's been the baby of the government as they have been rolling a different initiative around CNG, and quite a lot is happening. And many have agreed that it is cheaper than the fuel we have. Many vehicles are changing. But many people say it's a long walk as we're not there yet to fully adopt CNG. So my question to you, even though it's a cleaner and cheaper fuel option, how much progress have we made so far with CNG in your view? And where do you think we're headed in about 2 years?
Thanks again, Wisdom. So I'm going to say this. Nigeria is, and I tell people this at almost every forum, we're a gas nation with oil. Our focus has always been on oil. So let's go to CNG, compressed natural gas. It's for auto. I was opportune yesterday to sit down with, and I dare say this without any, without batting an eyelid, a group of stellar people who work with the PA Residential CNG Initiative. We were at a gathering that was speaking to retrofitting in terms of diesel trucks to move to CNG. Let me start by saying that the first impact of that, if you change a car from petrol to CNG, the first impact is that cost saving, if we get it right. Movement of people, produce, services from point A to B. If it is reduced in terms of the cost of fueling, then it translates to how much people spend on the market. That's number one.
Okay. Number
two, it's a dual fuel, so it's not as if you're jettisoning your fuel, but you're beginning to find workable balances. 55, 45, 70, 30, those are the things that what will I put in, will drive it. So I think they've done a great job so far. Again, we've not yet reached the destination. But this is what it means. It means that if automatically when they started, let's say they had 9,000 cars, they must begin to push their milestones. What they're doing is that on auto, they're increasing conversions. On infrastructure, don't forget that CNG is compressed natural gas, so it's basically methane. But it means that you must have a mother station, and then you must have a daughter station to dispense. So it means that with every kilometer or mileage that we continue to go, what they've been doing is that they're driving that narrative. It's safe, number one. It gives you cost advantages in terms of auto, number two. Available points are now what is being developed. You can't develop everything together in one day. So you must begin to crawl, then you begin to walk. You begin to jog, then you begin to run. Do I think they're doing a good job? Without the shadow of a doubt, I think so. Do I think more can be done? Yes. When you look at organizations like the Nigerian Railway Corporation, they were at that event. You look at people like the Nigerian Army, there was a very, very interesting gentleman, one major man, General, who said they were the guinea pigs. But the point was that they were the guinea pigs and it's working. They're seeing some pros, they're seeing some cons. They were open enough to share some of the issues around it. Look at the way it generates income. A lot of people are opening conversion centers and are feeding their families from there. Now, we're bringing in kids as it is now, but even in that bringing in kids, you need people to do the conversion. Listen, I think it's a step in the right direction.
Okay.
And you look at the fact that the government is putting so much behind it. I tell people that even right now, you're probably buying CNG, and if I were to use a Naira conversion to liter, maybe 260, it's subsidized. But even if you go to 400 or 450 without the subsidy, it is still cheaper than fossil fuel. So it's a journey we should embrace with two hands and continue to walk the walk till we get to the destination.